The camera industry is about to witness a massacre. For the last few years, Sony and Nikon have been acting like they've won the war. They've been comfortable. They thought they had the professional sports and wildlife market cornered. But while everyone was looking at the R5 and the R1, Canon was quietly building a monster in the shadows. A camera so fast, so intelligent, and so powerful that it makes every other flagship on the market look like a toy. Welcome to the era of the Canon EOS R3 Mark II. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. If you are a professional photographer, or even a serious enthusiast, you need to listen very closely. Because the rumors coming out of Japan right now aren't just incremental updates. We aren't talking about a few more megapixels or a slightly better battery. We are talking about a total paradigm shift in how light hits a sensor. There is a specific piece of technology inside this body, a global shutter hybrid system, that is about to make the rolling shutter effect a ghost of the past. If you've ever had a shot ruined by a distorted golf club or a warped airplane propeller, the R3 Mark II is the answer to your prayers. But why now? Why would Canon release a Mark II when the original R3 is still a beast? Because the competition didn't just catch up, they pushed Canon into a corner. And a cornered Canon is the most dangerous company in the tech world. They are about to drop a sensor that doesn't just record images, it predicts them. Let's talk about the eye control autofocus. On the original R3, it was a cool party trick, a glimpse into the future. But in the Mark II, it has evolved into something nearly telepathic. Leaked patents show a high-resolution infrared array that tracks your pupil with sub-millimeter precision. You don't select a focus point anymore. You just look at the subject. The camera feels like an extension of your own nervous system. By the time you think about pressing the shutter, the R3 Mark II has already locked on, calculated the depth, and optimized the exposure. It's faster than human thought. And then there's the speed. We're hearing whispers of burst rates that defy logic. Imagine 60 frames per second in full RAW. Not a crop mode, not a low-res JPEG, but full-fat, uncompressed data. The processing power required to move that much information is staggering, which is why the new Digic accelerator processor is the real hero here. This isn't just a chip, it's a supercomputer powered by deep learning AI that has been trained on millions of professional sports images. It knows the difference between a soccer ball and a player's head. It knows exactly where a bird's eye will be even if it's flying through a dense forest. But here is the kill shot for the competition, the video capabilities. For years, the R3 was seen as the stills camera while the R5 handled the video. Not anymore. The R3 Mark II is rumored to borrow the cooling architecture from the cinema line. We are talking 8K 60p internal recording with no overheat warnings. None. You can shoot a desert marathon in the midday sun, and this body will keep purring. It is the bridge between the world of high-end photography and Hollywood-level cinematography. Now, let's get real for a second. There are people online telling you that the R1 is the only flagship that matters. They are wrong. The R3 Mark II is the Goldilocks camera. It has the integrated vertical grip that